Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading for the 7th through to the 14th of March 2026, and it's going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And yeah, let's welcome in the Archangels, Ascended Masters, Light Beings, Spirit Guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides that you may feel resonant with at the moment. Capricorn are also welcome, most welcome. Okay, so we're going to see something that's possibly happened recently for you, Capricorn. Let's see what's going to jump here. We'll start with that first of all. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay, so that was the first one, and then we had an individual one jump, so we're going to take these two. So 3 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. That's a really nice energy. I think just recently you've been continuing to work on something that you really love to do, and it's sort of bringing you a lot of joy, which is just fantastic. And you could be working with others as well at this time. And yes, I have the Empress and the 6 of Swords there in your reading, which is kind of cool. Well, let's grab, we're going to just see if there's something that's sort of adding into that thing that you've hit on recently there. See if there's any other current activities surrounding that. 5 of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we're just going to grab a couple to go under this as well. The 10 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. Wow, okay. So there's a newness, there's something new at the moment that you're looking at here as well, Capricorn. Okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles. And this could be like maybe a new job, a new lifestyle, perhaps a new source of income, a new hobby or a new interest, or a new location. Maybe you're changing living, or it could be like a new project, something that you're working on. And yeah, it could well be something that you're working on, is what this is talking about. Just recently you've been, happily working away at something. So either there's, something new has come in on top of that, or you've got a new idea or a new direction for whatever it is that you're working with. The 5 of Wands is talking about this honing of your skills. So maybe you are it's a challenge card, okay? So maybe you're being challenged to either move in a new direction or start a new project. But I feel that that you would probably be using these skills and abilities that you already have here, and talents probably. And yeah, so maybe this is something related to that, but it's looking like you're being challenged to upskill a little bit, possibly. Some underlying themes here. You have 2 10s, so this is interesting. It's like something's finishing up and something's starting. Very strong message here for that. 10 of Swords, this could have been perhaps, recently you've hit on something that you really enjoy. And I think maybe this is the new thing, that you are probably learning some new skills or something. But I think previous to that, there was something that you sort of let go of, and this is a new cycle. So I guess if you're having doubts about moving into this new thing, the underlying theme here is that it could well be time for that, because it's almost like if this represents the old cycle, this could be the new one starting up. Okay, this is the beautiful 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, and a lot of good times, happy times, and spirits lifted, so raising your frequency. Okay, this is kind of the low frequency, but I feel that because recently you've just moved into this high, this joy with the Three of Cups here, I feel like there's a, there's a confirmation here in terms of like perhaps, your higher self, or an underlying theme is that you're letting go of a certain way of being or way of working and you're moving into a new way of working, if that makes sense. So a general future direction, okay, is what these cards are sort of talking about here. And there's the Empress, and which is really great because she's about abundance, earth connection, nurturing, and this is the Six of Swords, so moving towards something that's more harmonious for you and peaceful and abundant. So this makes really a lot of sense in terms of your future direction, and you've just recently hit on what it is, I think, that's going to carry you into that energy, and that is, these ones here. Your beautiful Eight of Pentacles and Three of Cups. And yeah, let's look at some specific possible outcomes as well. That's your kind of like a general direction there, and you're kind of hoping, I think, to move into that as well. Okay, well, that was weird. I just sort of let go of the cards and they fell out. Yeah, Page of Wands and the Chariot. Possible specific direction is moving forward, feeling like in a strong position, and you're probably going to feel like you're guided as well. The Chariot is sort of like this beautiful combo of things feeling like you're, in terms of practicality, emotion, drive, inspiration, and also like spiritual, like your soul kind of moving forward in a strong way. Page of Wands is that inspiration, but it's also interesting that it's got that newness about it, like with your Ace of Pentacles. So it's a new passion, something new. And the challenge, I think your challenge to this could be in seeing that it is actually a new cycle, Capricorn. But it's interesting that you have the Eight of Pentacles again come up. So this is to do with, perhaps this was an old way of working, okay? And this can also talk about like material life. The World is actually an earth energy card as well. So maybe there could be challenging aspects of perhaps your old way of working, if that was maybe that was very financially lucrative or something, for example, okay? And maybe there was a certain amount of security in that, but maybe there's also a challenge in that for you. Yeah, let's get some spirit guidance on that, because I feel like what you're moving into is something that's going to bring you a lot of joy here, and I think you've just realised that. Let's have a look. Wow, the World again. Okay. Well, that one's wanting to come out as well. The Nine of Cups, yeah, emotional fulfillment. So we're going to read that World card in a moment. It's actually Archangel Michael. So if you're into archangels, that could be a good, a nice archangel. Definitely great for protection, for helping you with your protection as well. Page of Water, Page of Cups. Yeah, we also had the Page of Wands. So interestingly enough, you have some nice positive water energy, which is what you started with here, Capricorn, okay? So spirit guidance is definitely on the side of you supporting your emotional well-being in this new venture or new way of working. The World here, Archangel Metatron, okay, which was in your challenge, also in your guidance. So let's see what this says. A job well done, yep. It says joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. So there we have it, Capricorn. And maybe that's what the challenge, it's in the challenge because it's sort of saying that you may not realize or see that it's sort of this new way or new path is actually going to be really great for your spiritual growth and personal development and everything. Like, it's going to be a beautiful thing for you to move into. You also have the Page of Water here. Let's look at them one at a time. Page of Cups, which is all about focusing the emotions or focusing on your emotions. It says intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. And, I mean, the Empress is very creative as well. And this is sort of something like a general overall directional field that you're moving towards possibly. Okay, underneath here it says, a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, and heightened psychic abilities. So, yeah. So that could be something that you're moving into as well. Maybe you're going to be using your intuition more, or your creativity in a new way, or something like that. Okay, and spirituality as well. The 9 of Cups, or 9 of Water, is the emotional fulfillment. Let's read that as well. Your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. Yeah, that's awesome. That's actually a mer person in the water there. Yeah, so, you know, and I mean, sometimes it depends on the type of work that you have been doing, but maybe this is that the challenge is for you to stay on track with this, because it is opening up a new phase. It is, you know, still going to provide you with a great work-life balance and probably support you financially as well. Yeah. Joy, contentment, and gratitude here. Let's look at the bottoms of the decks for you, Capricorn, to see if we get some more confirmation. 10 of Cups. Well, now that is twice coming in. So you have a lot of joy, happiness, and fulfillment, good times coming your way, Capricorn, okay? Yeah, awesome. And this Chariot, you know, it's interesting that for a specific possible outcome, this is all a very general major arcana card. So this is like a big transition into a new thing for you, I'm feeling. And I just want to pop in here that, you know, use your own intuition. If something I say is a little bit off and you have a better interpretation for you personally, please go with that, okay? Yeah. King of Wands. So this is empowerment, moving forward, taking the lead in your life, activating your passion, a nice progression on from the Page of Wands. Okay, so it's also Spirit's reminding you that if you feel as though that you're having to learn and hone your skills a bit at the moment, you know, 5 of Wands, then, you know, rest assured that down the track, it will be transmuted into a King of Wands. Like, you will get to this point where you know enough to really make a great go of this, whatever it is, okay? Or you would have honed your skills to such an extent that you will be like quite masterful. That's what I'm trying to say. 10 of Wands. So lots of 10. So there's definitely a completion of an old cycle here. 10 of Wands is sometimes that energy or the card of exhaustion or fatigue. But it's also that little flag sort of saying, you know, you've got to the end. You're almost at the beginning of something new. And I feel like it's sort of harking me back to this here, the underlying themes for you, Capricorn. It's like, you know, you've almost got to the end. The next phase is characterized by the 10 of Cups, because you have that twice in your reading now, 10 of Cups, okay? These other 10s here you don't have twice. It's the 10 of Cups that you have twice. So we're going to say that that's being extra emphasized. Yeah. The Dreamer, which I think is the full card in this deck. It is, because it's 0. And also Archangel Metatron is the archangel on this card. So once again, call on Archangel Michael for protection and support, okay? It says here, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, Capricorn, and unexpected opportunities. Yeah, and I feel that that's what this is here, okay? There's an opportunity just recently that's sort of come up for you. And this is really gorgeous. You know, like the Fool, believing in yourself is what this energy is about for you. And also trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, feeling that really soul connection. Sort of like with the Chariot here, like a really soulful moving forward, but also a courageous and an adventurous forward momentum, okay? The Chariot is not, this energy is not for the faint of heart, okay? It's like moving forward, being prepared to learn, being prepared to, you know, take the good with the bad, go through the challenges, work through the obstacles, okay? And learning and, you know, I guess, yeah, interacting with the people and the tasks that you need to in order to move forward. But it's going to feel right, okay? It's going to feel emotionally fulfilling for you, Capricorn, okay, probably on a number of levels. So yeah, I hope that's been helpful. And yeah, I mean, just recently, you know, you've been working away happily at something and you've been really enjoying it. So it's like, I think Spirit's kind of saying, keep going in that direction, if that makes sense for you, okay? Yeah, so I think we might wrap it up there. I look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.